Okay, well now that I've shown you how to make bone broth, I'm gonna show you how to sprout your grains and legumes. And I thought I had some black beans on hand. I don't. I am gonna make black beans tomorrow, so I am gonna have to tiptoe into the grocery store and grab them. And interestingly, most of your canned foods are probably off of the shelves, but a lot of your dried foods are not, at least not at my grocery store. I went to grab a quick can of beans just because I needed to throw them, and we don't eat a lot of canned beans, but I was trying to make something quickly for the kids, and my health food store was completely cleaned out of them. So, but the dried section, apparently nobody knows what to do with those things, so I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna actually sprout some chickpeas because with the kids home, I need an endless amount of food. I have 3 boys. And I really want to support immune systems because the healthier we stay, the faster we're all going to get through this, right? And these are less expensive than buying prepared foods and significantly more nutrient dense. And I'll post why sprouting, and I use that in quotes, it's just soaking. It's simple. It's what our grandparents did. And there is a reason. These legumes and grains have a protective coating. They're not animals, so they can't fight back for their predators, right? So they create this protective coating that can have an adverse reaction to people who consume them, including humans. And so what we want to do is break down that protective layer so that we can get the most nutrients out of it, increase enzyme efficiency, reduce gassiness and bloating, and a whole bunch of other things that I'll post with this. So I don't really measure things very often. It's a downfall, so I'm just gonna, it looks like I'm just gonna put all of these in a bowl. And the cool part about making chickpeas is you can also save the juice from it, called aquafaba, to make things like mayonnaise or use it as an egg substitute in recipes. So I'm gonna measure out the rice just because it's gonna be easier for me in the long run when I cook it. So this is just brown jasmine rice. And then I'm gonna walk over to the sink and just literally cover it, so I'll show you what they look like real quick. And this is really, really simple. Anybody can do this. My 5-year-old could do this. And this is it. I just cover them with water, as you can see right here. And then I'm gonna set them over here on this countertop because that's where they're gonna sit. You want them to soak for a minimum of 6, but usually I like at least 10 hours so it can help break down that phytic acid and that protective coating so that you can get the most nutrition out of it. Now I will do the same thing with the black beans because tomorrow I'm gonna show you how to throw some black beans in the crock pot with some of the bone broth that we just made and stored for a very simple, extremely nutrient dense and immune boosting soup, or just to have beans on hand. So hopefully you find this helpful and stay tuned for what happens with all of this tomorrow.